everyone in the playground was doing the AI crossover. Like, that was the thing. YouTube, what's happening? Another day, another unboxing. So let's get into it. All right, I was really excited for these to come in. This is the Reebok Question OG Red Toes, an absolute classic shoe. I actually haven't had this shoe since I was a kid. I used to see kids on the playground, and a lot of what I do now and what I hunt now is just me chasing my childhood. I have so many fond memories of seeing crazy shoes growing up and being like, one day I'm going to get that. To this day, it's like 20 years later, and I'm finally able to get some of those shoes. Now, of course, back when this sneaker originally came out, people are hooping in them, right? It had great kind of tech, great performance, and of course, Allen Iverson being such an icon even today. But at the time, everyone in the playground was doing the AI crossover. Like, that was the thing. So this shoe, again, reminds me of that player, reminds me of that time on the playground. It just has so many tiebacks to childhood. Shoe itself, from a tech standpoint, I mean, today might hold up, but I'm not hooping in these. I think compared to some of the performance sneakers of today, it won't really stand a chance. It's heavy. I can feel that right away. I think some of the tech that it had initially is no longer there. It had this really cool thing that I remember on the shoe, and it's called this hexalite. It's almost like a honeycomb pattern in the midsole. And they did a really cool job of marketing that. I remember just seeing that specific see-through midsole. But today when I look at it, I mean, it still is cool, but it's basically just like a regular EVA kind of foam that you're playing on. But nonetheless, I think they did an okay job with the sneaker. I mean, it kind of looks exactly like I remember it. It has these really cool two-tone kind of laces with the red on it. And I know this shoe has been retroed so many times, but I think before they didn't do that. They did like an all white lace. And the way I remember it is it had to have those little dots on the laces. And the tongue has that like really cool breathable mesh. The leather itself, to be honest, isn't bad. You have like this really nice, seems like a really thick, full grain, tumbled leather on the upper. Cool story that I didn't know about, but originally this toe wasn't leather. It was actually a suede. That's why they brought back the suede version a couple years ago. And when AI was playing on it, when he'd take out his shoe, his white socks would be covered in red because the suede would bleed through with the sweat and condensation. It wasn't really a good look for the player because it would look like his feet are like bleeding as he wore these shoes, when really it was just a suede dye kind of leaking through. That icy blue sole is iconic. It looks so good. I know there's always been this, like, over the last few years, a trend with making things kind of age, kind of cream colored sole, which I think on some shoes looks really, really good. But when it comes to a classic like this, I don't think a cream sole would look very good. I think that ice blue sole is exactly how I remember it and exactly how it should be. Yes, now the next shoe I need is the blue toe. And then, of course, you have to go after the Answers and some of the other shoes that, were super iconic during his career. And for some people watching this, this might not be a shoe on your radar. It might not mean anything to you, and that's completely fine. What I've learned as I've progressed through collecting sneakers is that there's going to be some shoes that mean something to some people that mean nothing to me. I think if you got into sneakers maybe a few years ago, and maybe you went to a Travis Scott concert, or you created kind of a community amongst people and sneakerheads and friends amongst like a super hype release, maybe that's a sneaker that's super impactful to you. And I can't be mad at anyone that doesn't like this sneaker, because you really kind of have to be in that moment to really enjoy it. For those people exploring 90s basketball shoes, I mean, this has to be probably one of the most iconic sneakers that you can get. So if you are looking for them, definitely keep an eye out. I think there are a lot of steals to be had. I didn't even know these came out again this year. I feel like they've been coming out every few years. Anyway, guys, really quick video today. Let me know in the comments if you have a pair of these, if you like them. If you're not subscribed already, definitely do that. I make new videos every single week. Until then, peace.